Welcome back to Tutorial Tidbits. I'm Elizabeth St. Hilaire, and today I wanted to give you some food for thought. You like that tie-in? I had to figure out how to make this refrigerator video work. I've got some great foam stamps. I've got a new online workshop. I've got all kinds of fun stuff happening in August of 2021, which is right around the corner. So let's go check out my foam stamps, my red rubber moon stamps, and the work that is being produced in this new workshop. Welcome back. So I've got some just really super exciting products that just were manufactured, designed in collaboration with myself and ArtFoamies, foam stamps company, as well as with Rubber Moon rubber stamp company. Now these companies are both owned by KP Powers and her husband, and it's a family business. Everything's manufactured in the United States, and we have collaborated on other projects previously. So it is with great joy that I announce this new collaboration for stamps that are going to be part of my mixed media airmail art workshop. That's where it all started. So the mixed media airmail art workshop creates pieces like this, where we've got these great airmail backgrounds. So this one is got postage stamps, and then it's got this great chickadee on it. And then on the back, I've created a handmade envelope out of an atlas page, and in there is going to be tucked a poem or a note or a letter about this bird. And I'm going to teach you how to antique papers for those poems. I'm going to provide poem inspiration and let you just run with it. So this is going to be a great workshop. It's opening on August 1st. So the birds and the backgrounds are of 8 different birds with 8 different U.S. male focused backgrounds. And it's going to be tons of fun. So what I did with ArtFoamies was I collaborated on some foam stamps. These pieces are 10 by 10 inches. We're working in a series of 8 at 10 by 10. So I've created and designed these oversized foam stamps that will give you a bird and branch drawing, an immediate bird and branch drawing on the 10 by 10. And there are 4 combinations of birds and branches, and they are separate. So you can interchange. So here, for example, is the cardinal with this branch, but you can interchange and put this bird on this branch and mix and match. And then the Floral Elements pack allows you to add some additional stamped flowers and leaves, if you like. There's one bird that has a branch that has no leaves or flowers on. It's a plain branch, and these work really well with that, or they supplement these. Like, for example, you could add some leaves to this. So they're foam stamps. They're set up for 10 inches, and they're set up to be the drawing for you to start to work from on the mixed media airmail art, or just to play around with as a card maker, or an art journaler, or whatever you want to play with. So the very cool product that ArtFoamies created. So here's a stamp pad, and even the large stamp pad, this is your average stamp pad size. This is by Rubber Moon. And then even your large stamp pad is not large enough to get this on it. So what's super cool is that ArtFoamies have come up with a stamp buddy. And this is a foam mounted to a corrugated plastic, and you fill it with your own paint. So you can create whatever color of these stamps you want with your golden fluid acrylic paint. So you can make teal and pyrrole orange and all these colors that stamp pads don't necessarily come in. So you can fill this whole thing and put your bird right on there and create your own stamp pad. But be aware that this thing takes a lot of paint. It takes a lot of paint. So unless you're going to be doing a lot of stamping, this stamp buddy is going to eat up a lot of paint. So one thing that they came up with was a scrap buddy, which is just a small piece of this same material. It's a scrap of the same material. And I love that, because here's how you use it. You put out some of your fluid acrylic paint right into the scrap buddy. And you get it all on there, and then you just apply it to this stamp. So you're really not using that much paint, and you just tap it on here to apply it to this stamp. And then, so say this was one of the mixed media backgrounds, and I'm going to teach you how to line it up exactly perfectly where you want it. I've got a technique for that, but let's put it this way. But we're going to put our bird first here, because it's going to be too difficult to line up the bird's feet, which you can't totally see with the branch that's already been stamped. So we're going to stamp the bird first in this lovely magenta color. And then we can grab the branch. Looks like we're not going to have a lot of room on this paper. It's certainly not 10 by 10. So then you're going to grab the branch and dab your paint color on that. And if you get a couple of different scrap buddies, you get a pack. When you buy them, you get a little pack, so you can load them up with a couple of different paint colors. And you could even do the branch a different color than the bird. So now I can look at the line of his feet and the line of this and try to get it lined up. And I'm going to go over onto another piece of paper. And then, voila, you've got your instant drawing for a mixed media airmail art, for any project that you might like. But I love the line quality on these, and I love the scrap buddy for putting your own paint color. So that's the bluebird in the branch on sheet music. Then one of my other favorites is the cardinal. The cardinal, again, the bird goes down first. Beautiful line quality in that. And then the branch is going to go down second. These were designed to be the under drawing, the base sketch for 4 of the 8 birds in the workshop. You can certainly use the old graphite transfer method or a sketch from a photo in the workshop if you like, but I thought that these would be fun to incorporate for 4 of the 8 birds. So here we're going to line this up. We're going to take the branch and line it up with the feet. And then stamp. It is always easier to do the bird first and then line the branch up. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it. So now if I wanted to add a leaf element to that, I've got my individual leaf, and I can stamp that here or wherever. And I also like how the second and third and fourth stamping gets a little lighter and gives you some variation in light and dark. So I'll stamp that one off there, and a little lighter pressure too will give you some lighter leaves. So they're beautiful line quality. They're great for this class, but also for other applications. For purchase information on the Scrap Buddy and the foam stamps and the element pack, check out the link in your upper right-hand corner. Now, the other stamps that were created for this workshop are the postal indicia, or the postal marks. Now, these were made out of vulcanized red rubber because of the fine line detail. So these are fine line cancellation marks and postage marks that we are going to be using and incorporating into the background. So let me show you. On this bluebird piece, I've used the postcard stamp, the airmail, and the indicia from Massachusetts, as well as the cancellation lines that I put over stamps that I added to the background. So this is giving me postal marks. These are the red rubber vulcanized stamps, and this is another background for mixed media airmail art. So the rubber stamps with their super fine line detail, we're going to use with the Rubber Moon ink pad. And these are unmounted stamps, so they don't have a acrylic block mounted to them, but they can, because the the gray foam on the back is cling foam. So I can show you that in a minute. They will cling to an acrylic block if you don't want to do them with your fingers. So look at that beautiful fine line detail in that vintage postcard stamp. Now that's what we used in here. Now here's an example of where you might not want the stamps mounted, because this is a very, you can see this is a very textural background. So the flexibility of an unmounted stamp is what allowed this to get good connection and contact with the uneven surface. If it was acrylic mounted, you might have a little bit more of a challenge with the uneven surface. But what you do is you take an acrylic block and the cling foam on the back just sticks to it. So here we've got, it's mounted by the cling foam, and you can just press like this. And that's my Buzzards Bay Cape Cod cancellation mark with super fine line detail. Totally looks real when you put them on the background elements. So we've got that one, and we've got New York. So we can, whoops, it's upside down. So we've got New York 1904 and Buzzards Bay 1988. So those are the cancellation marks. Then we've got the cancellation lines, which look so perfect. And then we've got an airmail stamp. And we've got a second airmail stamp. So there's the other stamps in the set. This is sold as a set, and it is exclusively on my website. It is not even on Rubber Moon's site. This set was completely made for this workshop. So that you can purchase in the upper right-hand corner. The workshop is going to open on August 1st, 2021 for registration. If you're interested in learning about the workshop and how to register, check out the link in the upper right-hand corner. The products here are just giving me such joy. I love the fact that I was able to collaborate and have all of these stamps designed specifically for me and specifically for my upcoming workshop. But like I said, you may want to use them for other projects, and I encourage you to be creative with them and let me know what you make. So thank you for being here, and happy Friday.